Hey you guys, it's your boy Sunny right here. I hope everyone's doing fine. It's been a busy week for me with trainings, and we actually had training work. And on Thursday, we actually had a tournament, three groups, and from each group, one team advances. So, and all the games were played on the first day. Each group plays the games in one day, and we won off two games in our group. We finished our group as unbeaten with 4 goals and 6 points. First game we won 3-0, and second game we won 1-0. Of course, I did not get to score, but I played like really. I played good. That's just the fact of it. And yeah, we have a final on Thursday, the final of this, because one team from all the three groups advances to the final, and then the final will be played also on the basis of who team or who has the most points. So all the three teams have to meet, and the one who comes out on top with the most points takes it all. Okay, so this is happening on Thursday, and I think actually on Wednesday I have an appointment in Braganska. Go to the former place where Mercedes Cavalarish was. Go attend the doctor appointment, and then I should get back late, of course, but I will be able to have some time to relax and be able to play in the finals. I think there's a video footage for that, and so we're looking forward to that. And today I just want to share some experiences or some of the knowledge that I've got with you guys, people that are trying to play football or trying to aspire in whatever aspect of life. This might also be useful to you. So the first thing is you gotta find something odd to do to finance, or to be able to do what you love to do, or to be able to love what you are passionate about. For example, you're trying to play football. You need to do shitty jobs, odd jobs that you do not love, but you need that finances that comes from it, so that when it's time for you to play your football, you would love playing football. I'll give you an example. You need to do an odd job on the side, so that when you need playing boots later, you are going to be able to get the playing boots from the money of working odd jobs. You need the odd job to be able to pay for your travels when you need to go for a travel somewhere. You need the odd job to be able to pay for your accommodation when you are going somewhere. If you're not privileged, you don't have a family or somebody that is standing with you to get you all these things, who is supporting you in what you're trying to do, then you need to divide yourself into two. The other half that is very sad during the day, which means doing a shitty job that you don't enjoy, of course. And then the other half, the other part of you would come and enjoy this because you were sad somewhere, and now you bring that luxury to this other side so you can enjoy your football. It is like working hard. Some people don't enjoy the hard work, or there are so many things behind the scene that people don't get to see, but the final product, people would love to glorify that. Okay, so it's that the moment of the trophy for you. You go work, construction, like you can see, guys. I play football, but I don't get paid enough besides the house and the food that the club provide. The salary is not too great, but they get me a job where I'm working in gardening. I don't enjoy gardening, but I have to do it so that I can be able to enjoy my stay while I'm here. Now, if I need something, if I need to, for example, my passport just expired and I needed to pay for my passport, where is that money coming from? It's coming from my gardening. I just finished. Of course, every paycheck day is always the happiest time. So when my paycheck comes through, I'm able to do the other things that I would enjoy because I have worked my ass off somewhere, and now I am enjoying it this side. So it does not really harm in trying to find something so you can finance yourself elsewhere until you are fully stable and have freedom from the other side. The second point is, when you're trying to play football, everybody's good. You think you're good until you go stand next to somebody who is doing the same thing as you, and he's doing it better than you with more intensity, more seriousness, and more will, and even more quality output than you. I would use a real example for me. You guys have been seeing most of the time I'm training alone, I'm shooting, and of course most of the time what I post are the bangers. Sometimes I just post the banger part of it, the ones that I'm missing. But a lot of people would think we are good because you're training alone, you're doing everything, you think you're doing it right, until you get to a setting where like now you're doing it at a competition level. And then you stand next to somebody, he's in more better shape than you, he's passing it better than you, left foot, right foot, he's shooting it better than you, lacing it properly than you, he is more aggressive than you when he's playing, he looks like he wants it more than you. Now the reality kicks in and you're like, wait, was I actually doing something wrong? For example, when I'm doing press-ups at my own pace, I can go close to more than 200, okay? But the moment I am doing it with other people and it's being supervised, it even gets harder. The competition is that the other person is doing it faster than me, more accurate than me. I would be doing it wrongly. I'll give an example of this. When I was in Mercedes Cavaliers, especially during the off-season trainings, you guys have been seeing I've been shooting, and it's now that my shooting has improved. But there were these two kids, I think they're going to see this video, Kadu and Rayson. Shout out to you guys. These guys, Kadu, he shoots like Gareth Bale. I just know he shoots like Gareth Bale. He shoots always on target, down, low, and he was always outscoring us, and he is a left back. On the other side, Rayson shoots left and right equally, okay? And they are all powerful. It's not like they're always going up and everything like this. And when I'm training alone, most of the times, out of the 10 good shots that I post for you guys to see on my content, I'll tell you this. There are 60, 70 other shots that I missed that were very awful that I was even ashamed to put out there. So now this tells me, when I'm alone, I'm always good. But when I go to competition, people are always better than me. What does that tell me? Put your ego down and recognize the situation. Oh, somebody's better than me. Okay, so how do I do it so I don't get exposed? You focus on the things you're good at, keeping in mind that you now know that you need to do better in this aspect, because when you're alone, you think you're good. Now somebody has shown you that you're actually wrong. So you need to now go try to practice until you come back and you can match his level. And of course, no matter how much you match that level of that person, somebody is still going to outdo you in that. So you need to recognize that a lot of times. The next point is football, just like any other field in life, is a popular thing. And it's only the 1% of the people that recognize that football is a popular game, and they recognize very early, or they identify very early, that they are naturally gifted, genetics, they are talented, and they are ahead of the race by default. For example, through this, would they countless hours of work that they put in, that they are the one to get paid real money? It is the 1% that identify that, yes, I'm good, I'm naturally talented, now I need to put in the hours of work to polish myself, that will get paid real money. These are the people we see on TV. It does not mean they work harder than you. Of course, they don't work harder than me. They don't work harder than you. We can do the same work, even more than them, but they are going to be a little bit at a better advantage than us. You are going to also need an element of luck in these things to be able to get paid like them. Why do I say this? Lionel Messi does not trade more than me. Cristiano Ronaldo does not trade more than me. We can also trade more than these guys, but the fact is here, maybe we just love the hobby, we just love the game, but we do not have the natural talent that they do possess, okay? And these people, when they realize they have the natural talent, on top of the natural talent, now they put in thousands of hours of work that puts them at a better advantage. I've seen people that say they really love the game to the core, but the reality is, however much you love the game and you are not like that, at least a little bit of the natural talent in it, you can put in 3 times what somebody else is putting in somewhere, but luck will not find you. It is just something we need to accept very early. Of course, our ego will tell us, no, you need to work hard. Yeah, you need to work hard, but what about luck? What about other factors that play in place for you to make it? We see name on TV. We see Cristiano Ronaldo. These guys earn crazy money. During lockdown, most people were not doing anything. This is 2020, and I was grinding so hard. Was I lucky? My luck only got me this far. Okay, my luck only got me this far. It was not my work ethic. It was not the too much hours that I put in. It was just some element of luck. I was in a position where opportunities could find me. I believe all of us can work hard. But if you're not in a place where opportunities can find you, where luck is supposed to meet you, because luck cannot meet you. If you train in the village, luck does not find you there. Luck only finds you if you are in a place where opportunities are able to present themselves. And if you see people are made it, professionals, they're not working harder than you. They just recognize something that you did not recognize, and that is they are naturally talented, they put in the work, and they got lucky. On the other hand, you're just passionate about it and you're putting in the work in the wrong place, and luck does not find you. That's the difference. Another thing, discipline is the overall key to get over the line in all you do. You have two sets of discipline, okay? The first discipline is the individual discipline, and then the group discipline, where you need the individual discipline is where, like, yeah, that's integrity applies. But then the group discipline means you have to work hard, be a team person, and recognize that you cannot be the weak link in a team. You need to work as a unit, okay? Otherwise, if you want, if you want to be a solo star, there are so many sports for you. There's athletics, there is boxing, there's other things where your ego wouldn't affect anybody. But in a team sport, your individual disciplines counts first. What is individual discipline? Individual discipline is me looking after my diet, sleeping right, doing the things on my own to make sure that, first of all, I have a fit for myself, that if I go in a team environment, I provide something. And now when I'm in a team environment, I need to do the collective discipline for the team, arriving early, if the group is doing something, I have my hand in it. I'm not the one to sit back and watch everybody do it, like acting bossy. Okay, so discipline is what would get most of us across the line when we're trying to make something. Do not be a difficult person to deal with. Of course, there are times we lose our minds. We're human beings, and that is totally fine. But understanding that, oh man, in a team environment, if my team had lost the ball, but if I don't recover, or if we don't recover the ball, or if we don't defend, it's not going to be like, yeah, Sunny lost the game. No, it's the team lost the game, and every one of us will feel affected one way or the other. So the discipline is, somebody has messed up, I got their back. Equally, when I mess up, they will also have my back, and that is just how we are supposed to be like. It's discipline. Don't try to be the one that's outsmarting everybody by doing less and let everybody do the most. There's no fun in that. Everybody can easily recognize that, oh, this guy is actually just fooling around. So you need that to know that you can have discipline and it will take you far. The next thing is, you have to be brave enough to realize when life has put an opportunity in front of you. Okay? Sometimes a door would just crack small. A door would crack small. But now you need the bravery to realize that that crack is an opportunity for me to explore. I always believe in this saying, may confusion lead us to opportunities that wouldn't be granted to us willingly. Okay, so you've seen a situation, or for example, the hackers would use a mistake to exploit to get the information that they want to get. Okay, so in our case, may we be brave enough, even in our safe zones, we are always looking out, we're always checking out that if something is wrong somewhere, we could look at it as an opportunity to break it and achieve what we want to achieve. rather than looking at it and try to play safe everything all the time. There is no fun in that. You need, as a human being, to have your eyes always open, have adventure, be adventurous. Hi, you good? Let's always recognize this and be adventurous. Next point that is driving from this point is be driven by the curiosity and the uncertainty of life. If you've been doing this for a year or something, what about if I go and try something new? Of course, you don't know what the outcome would be, and it's always actually good to try something that is very uncertain, something you have no clue about, because you mess up, but you're going to find out something that would lead you to the next one. Okay, for example, if you are in a place, you've stayed in a place for 2-3 years, and you're trying to play there, and then something tells you that if you go to another city, an opportunity could arise there. But of course, in that city, it is not going to be easy. Nothing's promised. You don't know anybody there. How about you just show up and try to find out what could actually go wrong if you get over to that place? What could go wrong? Curiosity. Try to find out. For example, if I never left Malaysia, I don't think I would have ended up in Europe. Because it's when I left Malaysia that I came to UAE, not knowing what I was going to expect. From the UAE, somewhat I got connected. Somewhat that connection led me to go back home, and somewhat it led me to come over to Europe to play football. So you see, you look at something, and from the first glance, it's always going to be, do I really want to do this? It's not safe. Yeah, it's not safe anyway, not even in your comfort zone. The riskiest place is your comfort zone. Okay, the riskiest place is where you have everything working for you. Unless you're contented there, it's fine. But if you're looking to go further in your life, then you need to keep moving. You need to keep checking. You need to keep trying this. You need to keep trying that. That's where the real fun is. Next one. Look at your current and previous game and analyze it. And then that is where you should measure yourself. This is where the competition should be. This is where the area of improvement should be. Look at it and be like, well, I think I can do better than what I've just done. For example, most time I look at my videos and I'm like, dang, I played this pass. I should have just taken my man on. I can do better than this next time. Do not look at Cristiano Ronaldo, and because Cristiano has done a step over and he messed up, and you're like, wait a minute, I can actually do better than Cristiano. No, you cannot. Look at yourself, the previous things you've done, or the current state, and be like, wait a minute. Because it's after we pass through the path that we can look back and try to see the clarity in it, because we already made the way there. Okay? Do not look at another man and say you can actually correct that person. No, you can only correct yourself. You already you've made enough evidence of your life that you can change one or two things. You cannot change the other person's things, because you can never be him anyway. So you can always look back at your game and you'll be like, oh man, why did I take that shot? Okay, you look at the game and you'll be like, I should have taken this shot in the first place, in the first instant, instead of controlling it. So when you go to the game next time, you want to do better than that. This is self-competition, but it's self-analyzing and self-improvement. This is where the betterness in our individualism comes in. It does not come from criticizing so-and-so, from so-and-so. These people have bigger problems than you. You cannot be at their stage. Like, forget everybody. Look at yourself and draw that reflection from there. Okay? And then another point is, the good work you've done prior will always get you opportunities, either through recommendations or just someone has seen your work somewhere and they just reach out to you. For example, if you have had a very good season elsewhere And let's say you scored 10 goals, for example, and you are just somewhere chilling. Somebody is trying to find a player in your position, for example, and they go through internet and this and this. I'll give a relevant example. I will give a relevant example after this. And they're looking for a player in your position. One, they will either call somebody and they'll be like, man, I'm looking for a striker with this and this. Because you had a good season, somebody's going to be like, oh, we had a striker here last year that scored 10 goals. Would you want to have a look at him? That was your good work you did prior, getting you the opportunities. Or somebody would be somewhere on the internet scrolling, and they see a video that is very good. And they'll be like, how about I have this person in my team? It could do something. That is your work footprint that you've left somewhere that they are going to take on. And that's going to be valuable to them. For example, how this team got me, it was through 0-0 profile. Immediately the season ended. Of course, in Mercedes, I played only 7 games under 90 minutes. I think I played the whole season. I played maybe 82 minutes or less. Okay, I mean I played under 200 minutes. Let's put it that way, because Mercedes and then some minutes in some minutes in Akananet. The president of the club was trying to scout for the players. But what I did immediately the season ended at Mercedes, I edited my highlight video and uploaded it on 0-0 profile. And in 0-0 profile, the good thing is you can always tag your club, or you can add the club you can add your video to the club's page, so that when somebody sees it, you pop up when somebody opens the club, they can see the players that have their videos there. And that was the first thing I did. I did not know what was going to come out of it. I did that, and then I just stayed back. The video was not the greatest. You guys have seen the video somewhere on my YouTube here. It's not the greatest video, right? Because I played less games and what have you. When he saw it, he kind of was like, it is decent to him, okay? He was decent to him. And he reached out to me. He's like, hey, can you text me? And I texted him. I was like, do you have more videos? And in my head, I'm like, okay, you must have seen my first video. But anyway, he did not tell me where he found me. He just sent me a message on Messenger. So I had to re-send all the videos that I ever had to him. Took them like some hours, and they got back to me and they're like, yeah, we like you and we want to have you done. Now that was my good work. Of course, the video was not great, but I want to believe the editing was decent enough to get somebody to want to give me a chance. Okay. How about we all do this to ourselves? Do good work somewhere, whether someone is seeing us or not. Let's have integrity to do a good work, leave a good name behind, that when somebody comes later looking for us, people will be in position to recommend us. And I think the president afterwards, he was like, oh, he talked to my coach actually at Mercedes Cavaliers, and the coach put in a good word. Why? Because I mean, I behaved myself. I did not. I want to believe I was a good team player. I never got angry because I was not playing. I never got angry because I was not studying. I was helped wherever I could. Even when I was out, I tried as much as possible to be part of the team. And I think that went a long way. For me, I was just doing it because it's a normal thing. It's the most common sense thing to do. And even again, how Mercedes treated me, how they welcomed me, and how the president Diego, all the things he did for me, I would always be grateful to them. You see, I always be grateful to them. There's no one day that I ever woke up and I was feeling like, man, I think I'm in the wrong place. They were always open arms. I could phone up anybody if I had a problem, and they would try to come through for me. So I tried as much as I can to reciprocate the energy in that aspect. And when my time came for me to leave, they acted as my referral. And because I left, I think I left a good name behind. The coach had something nice to say. I didn't know. I just knew weeks later that, oh, they had talked. And I was like, oh, you really talked to my coach? He's like, yeah, he said good things about you. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So try to leave a good name behind, leave a good work behind, so it can always get you opportunities going forward in life. Next content is use failure to pursue opportunities. use your failure to open more doors. The reason why I'm saying this is this: you've already failed anyway. So what is there to be afraid of? You, like, yeah, I tried something before, I went for a trial and I failed. So what exactly am I afraid of? What is the worst that can happen that has not yet happened to me? Because if something has happened to you, you wouldn't even be scared again to go in again, because anyway you are now numb to it. The only thing is you are going in with more wisdom and more clarity on the issue. Okay. For example, when it did not work out for me in what do you call it, in Dubai, I was like, okay, it did not work out, but of course that's a different reason why it did not work out. I would consider that a failure as well. But I'm like, well, I already failed, I've been rejected before, so how about we give it a try somewhere? I kept trying, kept networking until I got something. I was doing this because failure was already out of my mind, because I've already passed that level whereby if you tell me a no or if you reject me, it wouldn't even move me anymore. It's like, oh man, I've had this no's before, I've had it before, somebody has already denied me an opportunity before, so it does not bother me anymore. Similarly, if you walk up to a girl and you say, hi, can I have your number? Or can you be my girlfriend? And she says no. Do you stop there? And would the next no actually hurt? No, because the worst that has already happened anyway. Like, if you beat a dead wood, it doesn't die twice. It only dies once. So if your heart is broken, it gets broken once. And you find that in the search for greatness and opportunities, the numb and or the disappointment that has been caused has made you so strong and so open that if the next one comes, if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, we'll keep it moving. So I think these things all, when we try to put our heads together and realize that life is one chance, then can we achieve something. So guys, this is the video. I know it's long, but yeah, I had to do it anyway. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. It's been me, your boy Sunny. Until then, peace out.